You are looking live right now at Washington, D.C. and also Mar-a-Lago. The task force is investigating the first assassination attempt on former President Trump. Now says it has requested a briefing from the Secret Service on Sunday's attempt on Trump's life. Joining us now live, we have Republican Congressman Roger Williams from Texas. Congressman, it's good to have you. I mean, you were injured in the shooting at the congressional baseball team practice 7 years ago. You were shot in the leg with shrapnel. So this story is not unfamiliar to you, unfortunately. My question is, what kind of feelings and thoughts does this stir up for you?
Well, anytime you have anything like this, of course, it goes back to the event you just talked about. I mean, it's a life-changing event, one you never forget. And it just puts things in perspective. There's people who disagree with you out there and are willing to do horrible things to stop that disagreement. And, of course, the baseball shooting was one of those with a far left-wing Bernie Sanders supporter. And, of course, when this happens with President Trump, and now twice, you always think about going back to that day. But I will tell you this. Everybody says, well, this will be a kumbaya moment. People should get together. The dialogue should slow down and so forth. It doesn't happen. I mean, it wasn't an hour or two after the baseball shooting that we've gotten back into our divisive rhetoric and actions. And it's going to be the same way with this.
Yeah. But what needs to be done to change that moving forward? How do we lower the temperature?
We need people that we can get back where you can agree to disagree. Right now, you can't agree to disagree. I mean, the sides are so divided that if you're for it, I'm against it, and that's no way to make things work. But that's how we have government working right now. It's very much divided. I'm a businessman. I still own my businesses, employ hundreds of people, 52 years, and in business or anything else, it's not all one-sided. You have to agree to disagree and take care of customers. And right now, that mentality doesn't exist in Washington. It's either my way or the highway, and we see what's happening.
A lot of people, calling for more security here. Do you believe that Congress needs to get involved somehow and introduce legislation that guarantees stronger protection for political candidates or former presidents?
Well, we learned the last couple of weeks that former presidents don't have the security that current presidents have. I mean, I think that has to be looked at on a case-by-case basis. I mean, President Trump is probably one of the most controversial people in the world, for crying out loud. He should deserve all the protection he can get, whether he's a former or not. So I think those are things that we need to look at, and if that passed legislation accordingly, I think we should because we have to protect the safety of our political figures on both sides of the aisle, because you have to agree to have dialogue to move the country forward and give people an opinion on how they want to and who they want to be represented by. So I think we definitely need to get involved in it. And if the Secret Service, the FBI needs more support and putting more people with former presidents, I think I'd be for that.
Yeah, and we know that his schedule is unchanged this week. A whole lot of Americans still going to go to these events who are now wondering, am I safe to do so? Unfortunately, Congressman Williams, thank you so much for your time this morning, and have a great day.